busy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now is Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Goff on third down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's gone. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Wentz going to throw. That
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Wentz. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To throw is Goff. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wentz now to throw. And this one too low.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Goff. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, there's no doubt that Curtis Samuel Washington would both welcome a redo at his first year there. Injuries kept him to less than 100 snaps across 5 games. Everyone's hoping a return to health gets him back on track, where he's making a push for his first 1,000-yard season in Carolina. That catch there, good for a first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
Touchdown! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Commanders 17. Lions nothing.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And now here is another interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
A give running right, Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, I mean, if you get it, they're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And now here is another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
Well, the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an out.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Tracy Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Lions 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Jahan Dotson. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up
Wentz.
at the 7-yard line.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run with Gibson. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
We're good. We're good.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And Shark holds it in. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Shark, 35 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Gibson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. They'll go. It's Gibson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a first down throw. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions get a bit closer.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
off looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Wentz to throw.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now Wentz on third down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
That's good for a Lion.
Here's Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. One last throw here for Goff.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Commanders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.